would like to do a little introduction about myself and who I am so that you understand and know who is bringing you information. So, like I said, my name is Dr. Pamela Wiggins. Some neat things about me: I am an auntie of one beautiful niece. I am a godmommy of a beautiful 4-year-old godson who keeps me very busy. I am a business owner. I am an author and a co-author of several books. I am a certified master life coach. I am an adjunct professor in the College of Business and Organizational Leadership at Southern New Hampshire University. And I am a Florida Supreme Court certified family mediator and a certified arbitrator. So with that being said, and now that you know a little bit about me, I want to ask this question before we begin. Are you ready to be successful and experience more control over your life? Think about that for a moment. That's something that I'm always constantly thinking about. What is my next successful move? And am I ready for more control over my life? And how do I gain more control over my life? And so the next question I want to ask you is, what areas of your life do you want to see success? This is a big question for us because everybody is always looking for something that will make them successful. It could be money, it could be education, it could be spending more time with your family. But I want you to think about, what areas of your life do you want to see success? So I'm going to provide you with 13 easy things that you can do to empower yourself. So the first step is to set realistic goals. Now, I know you're probably thinking, Dr. Pamela, I already set realistic goals, but there's a method to setting realistic goals. So this can be done by using the SMART method. So the SMART method is an acronym, and we're going to go through each letter, and I'm going to let you know what it means. So in SMART, the first letter is S, and that stands for being specific. We always have to be specific about what it is that we want. We have to be specific about things that will empower us. So when you're specific, you make goals specific for effective planning. So for example, we're going to use myself and we're going to use an example of me being a college dean. Years ago, I was a college dean. I was an associate dean of academic affairs at a local college here in Jacksonville, and Jacksonville, Florida, that is. And so I had always had a dream of being a college professor and also being a business owner, as well as being an academic dean. And so I decided, I said, well, gosh, how do I go about that path? What does that look like for me? So I said, well, I have to set realistic goals if I want to achieve that. And so I said I was going to be very specific. So in making goals specific for effective planning, I had to say to myself, I want to earn a deanship at a local college or university. That made my goal specific. The M in SMART means measurable. So not only am I thinking about my goal, but I'm thinking, how am I going to measure my progress? So when you think about being measurable, you think about, how are you going to prove you are making progress? And so I thought to myself, well, I can apply for 2 open dean positions at local colleges or universities. So I went online and I decided that I was going to look at various platforms where I knew I could find the positions that I wanted to apply for. So that made my search for a deanship very specific, and that I would apply for 2 open positions at local colleges or universities. So the A in SMART stands for achievable. So I thought to myself, how am I really going to achieve attaining a deanship at a local college or university? And so the achievable means setting goals you know you can achieve. This is within a certain time frame. So I know sometimes when we're thinking about our goals, we like to give ourselves a little bit of time, give ourselves a couple of months, maybe even a year, to think about how we're going to achieve those goals and what we're going to do. But at the same time, with the deanship, I was able to achieve the deanship by updating my curriculum vitae, which is equivalent to a resume, but it's curriculum vitae is used for academic purposes, for academic positions, so that I can apply for 2 open positions, 2 open dean positions. So in order to make my dream of becoming a dean, a college dean, more achievable, I had to set a goal to achieve it. And so that goal was that I would update my curriculum vitae so that I can apply for 2 open dean positions. So now we come to the R, excuse me, in SMART. And the R stands for relevancy, or being relevant. So when you think about relevancy as it relates to your goals, you think about, does your goal align with your long-term objective? So my long-term objective was to become a dean at a local college. And so an example of being relevant was that I will update my curriculum vitae with my current qualifications so that I can apply for 2 open deanships. And the relevancy was me updating my curriculum vitae with my current qualifications, publications, memberships, professional memberships, and awards. And so we come to the T in SMART goals. And the T stands for time-based. So we think about how much time do we have to achieve our goals? And in this example that I'm utilizing, I thought, what is my time frame for applying and achieving a deanship? And so the T stands for time-based. What is your goal for achieving this particular? What is your goal time frame for achieving this particular goal in your life? And so an example of being time-based was that I said, to achieve a goal of earning a deanship, I will update my curriculum vitae with my current qualifications so that I can apply for 2 open dean positions this week. So my goal was very specific, and that it was also time-based because I said that I was going to apply for 2 open positions after I updated my curriculum vitae this week. So that's how we set realistic goals, remembering the SMART method. Remember, small victories provide motivation, and we need that motivation to keep us going. Motivation is something that we can glean from ourselves. We can glean from others who are close to us. So number 2, strengths, and also strengthening your skills. So you might say, how do you strengthen your skills? Well, if you're willing to keep learning, you can and you will expand your potential. So you can do this by many different methods. This is achieved by reading self-help books that are on the market. You can go to Amazon. You can go to many different platforms to read self-help books and purchase self-help books. Listening to motivational podcasts. I love listening to motivational podcasts because it kind of inspires you to get moving and to do something that you've never done before. And so, for example, I listen to a motivational podcast every morning. And the motivational podcasts that I like to listen to are faith-based. They provide lots of hope, lots of authority, as well as it provides me an avenue to be able to think about what it is that I want to do. You can also take online courses in something you have an interest in. In today's society, online courses are really huge. And so when you think about taking an online course, there are many different courses that are out there that you can take. So I would encourage you to take something that you have an interest in, something that will move you toward reaching your goal. You can also attend a webinar or a conference. In today's age, given COVID-19, we attend webinars and we attend conferences via online platforms. So find a webinar or a conference that relates to your goal that will move you forward. Also, volunteering or serving as a mentor. These are great sources to be able to gain experience in an area that you want to see success. Also becoming a mentor to someone else, or also becoming a serving as a mentor in an organization. Number 3, managing your emotions. Now, I will admit, this is kind of difficult. And at times it is difficult to manage your emotions because, we are human after all, and we do, react to things. And so what we have to always remember is going beyond your comfort zone can be uncomfortable and scary. I know for me, going beyond my comfort zone can be uncomfortable and it can be scary, but I encourage you to embrace being uncomfortable. And my motto is always do it scared. There is no perfect time to move out of your comfort zone. And so a comfort zone is just what it is, a comfort zone. That means that you are comfortable doing what you've always done. And you have to sometimes get uncomfortable to be able to move to see success and to be able to empower your life. Also, you need to be able to make sure that you can acknowledge your feelings while making decisions that serve your long-term interests. When you acknowledge your feelings, you also are saying to yourself, well, even though I want to attain a deanship, like the example that I used previously with the SMART method, it might be a little bit uncomfortable, but at the same time, this will move my career forward and this will allow me to grow. So you need to acknowledge feelings and make decisions that will serve your long-term interests. Number 4 is very important, to believe in yourself. No one is going to believe more than you are in your, is going to believe you more than yourself. You have to believe in who you are. You have to believe in what you are capable of doing and bringing to the table. Challenge the assumptions that have been holding you back. And you can do that through the SMART method. Think positively and focus on what you have to gain. When you think positively and you focus on what you have to gain, you move forward to advancing your career. You move forward to completing that degree or completing that certification or attaining that job that you want to attain. Number 5, gather support. We have many support systems around us. We support ourselves. We also have family members that support us. We have friends that support us. And we also have groups that support us. Empowering yourself can enhance your relationship with others. Also, surround yourself with family and friends who boost your self-esteem. And this is important because you need to be around positive people. You need to be around people that will help you go to the next level. Remember, eagles fly and they soar very high. Number 6, and this is something that I've always been a big fan of, is respecting your time. Oftentimes, we don't respect our time in the sense that we take on everything else that we should have taken, that we should not have taken on, and we take on things that we think we can take on that we know we should not have taken on, and that doesn't allow us to respect our time. So when you respect your time, you treat your time like a precious resource, like a valuable resource. You protect it at all costs. You clarify your top priorities and you devote your energy to your resources. You also limit distractions that would pull you off track. And these are things that you can do to respect your time. Also, and this is a big one, saying no to the things that add to your day, or saying no to things that do not add to your day, or do not help you reach your goals. This is how you respect your time. I want you to know it is okay to say no. I was that person that always said yes. I was that person previously that did not respect my time. I was that person that always took on everything and said, oh, yes, I can do this one task. Oh, it's just going to take, a day, or I can fit this in 30 minutes. But I had to learn to say no, to respect my time. And I realized that some of the things that I was saying yes to did not add value to my day. Number 7, protect your privacy. And this is big. setting healthy boundaries, and being assertive about maintaining your goal, about maintaining your privacy. Also, give yourself permission to end conversations that make you uncomfortable. If something makes you uncomfortable, you don't have to talk about it. Protect your privacy. Say no. Number 8, meditate daily. Meditation allows you to observe your thoughts through prayer, quiet time, reading your Bible, reading a good book, or just reading a devotional or listening to a devotional. Also, when you meditate daily, you feel better. Also, meditation on a daily basis can be keeping a journal, jotting down your thoughts, your ideas. They may be thoughts for your personal life. It may be thoughts for your business if you own a business. Number 9, practicing self-care. And this is really, really big. Honoring your needs is an important part of valuing yourself. So you might say, well, Dr. Pamela, what does self-care look like? Self-care means taking care of you, making yourself the priority. That allows you to be able to empower yourself. So some examples of self-care include manicures at the salon, pedicures at the salon, salon hair appointments, might include a spa massage. It might also include alone time, just being alone with yourself, to hear yourself think, to gather your thoughts. Self-care might be lunch with friends, friends that you haven't seen in a while, friends that you need to catch up with. Self-care also might be just a soothing bath at the end of the day. Self-care also might be listening to your favorite music. It could be whatever your favorite song is. Number 10, following a budget. When we think about following a budget, we think about future planning. We think about wealth building, creating a sound plan for your savings, spending, and also your investments. Now, also, as it relates to following a budget, you may also consult a professional advisor if you need guidance. 11, resolve complaints. So I asked the question, how do you handle issues with customer service? We've all had that opportunity where we think, I could have handled that differently. Or, I'm so glad I was able to give that compliment to this particular customer service agent that you were working with at that particular time. But most of the time when we think about resolving complaints, it's something that's moved us in the wrong way. So instead of becoming upset silently, ask for outcomes you want. Just ask for it. Open your mouth and ask for it. Be tactful, be firm, know what you want, and be direct while standing up for your rights. Number 12, use affirmations. And I love this one here, using affirmations. Affirmations, they help you just feel so much better about your day. Affirmations, when repeated on a daily basis, they provide energy, they uplift your spirit. So when you use affirmations, you're repeating positive statements to yourself that can help you overcome challenges, and they can help you deal with stress or either a particular situation that you're dealing with. Affirmations can be something that you develop, or either they can be found on various affirmation websites. Use your own wording. Your affirmation should be something that's personal to you. Affirmations should be something that's meaningful to you. When you talk about affirmations and when you talk about using affirmations, you're saying to yourself, this is something that I can do. This is something that I will do. Affirmations will move you to achieve a particular goal. Affirmations will cause you to have just that much more positivity in your life. So I want to provide some example affirmations for you. And these are affirmations that I speak and I use on a daily basis. So the first example of the affirmation, and also I want to say this about affirmations, when you say affirmations on a daily basis, you have to say them with clarity and you have to say them with authority. You have to believe in the affirmation that you are speaking. So you have to speak it loudly, and you have to speak it boldly. And you have to know that what you are speaking is going to be revealed in your life, so that you can continue to empower yourself. So I'm going to provide you some example affirmations that I say on a daily basis. I am successful. And notice the emphasis on am. I am successful. I am confident. I am healthy. This year will be my best year ever. I am blessed. I am secure. I am prosperous. Doors are flying open for me right now. Also, I want to give us some success tips. Number 13. I want you to begin with your destiny in mind. I want you to think, where do you see yourself in 6 months from now? Where do you see your career 6 months from now or a year from now? Where do you see your personal life 6 months from now or a year from now? Begin with your destiny in mind. You know what your destiny is, so you have to begin with that and see yourself there and work toward getting there. Another success tip: the only opportunity you miss out on is the one that you don't pursue. So I go back to the example I used at the beginning of my presentation, where I was looking to attain a deanship. And after applying for several different positions, several different deanships at local colleges and universities, I actually had an interview, and I was selected to be the Associate Dean of Academic Affairs at a local college here in Jacksonville, Florida. And I had many years of wonderful experience and meeting so many wonderful students in that position. And so when I go back to the success tip of the only opportunity you miss out on is the one that you don't pursue, think about the opportunity you have before you. Pursue that opportunity. You can't get that opportunity if you don't pursue it. I would never have achieved or earned my deanship had I not been persistent and pursued the deanship. Don't be discouraged. Stay encouraged. A lot of times we think to ourselves, it's the process is taking too long. The process is there for a reason. And I want you to remember that if the position that you are seeking or the goal that you are trying to attain, you don't get it on the first try, try again. Don't get discouraged, stay encouraged. I also want to remind you that patience and persistence pays off. You have to be your own best advocate about what you want and how to empower yourself. So be patient, stay persistent, continue applying for the position that you want, continue seeking the goals that you want to achieve in your life. Never underestimate your abilities. Don't ever think that you aren't good enough, that you aren't enough, because you are enough. Don't ever think that you can't have that position. Don't ever think that your experience or your education doesn't, quite add up, or that you're new in the field. For example, college graduates, you're new in the field, or people who are returning to the workforce. You cannot underestimate your abilities. You bring what you have to the table, and you are enough. Also, remember to pray, stay the course, and allow God to fight your battles. This is something that I always do. Before I do anything, I always pray. Prayer is powerful. And so I want you to remember to stay the course. Don't veer off from it. Continue to empower yourself by reaching your goals, and continue to empower yourself by knowing that you can attain anything that you want to attain. Also, do what you have to do now so you can do what you want to do later. So the hard part is doing what you have to do now. That is, continuing to complete those certification programs, continuing to complete those classes to earn the college degree, continuing to find the business opportunity that works best for you so that you can do what you want to do later. And what you want to do later is be able to, if you have your own business, you're an entrepreneur, is work the hours that you want to work, not trade time for money. If you're a student, you've earned that degree and you can command the salary that you want to command. You have that particular position that you've attained. And the last success tip, never give up. Trust God. Always, I want you to remember, personal empowerment means taking responsibility of your life so you can enjoy more happiness and more success. I want you to stay encouraged, always stay empowered. This is Dr. Pamela Wiggins. Thank you so much.
Hello, hello, hello. It is a blessing and a privilege to speak to you today.